On Spotlight, we have popular Abuja-based artist Blessing Tangban, who is in Lagos to get a piece of the action that is only available in Nigeria's entertainment capital, Lagos. Do enjoy.
Sitting in my car, watching the water.
Abuja-based singer Blessing Tangban is making bold moves to have a good shot at mainstream with a Lagos tour. The multi-talented act was born in Calabar, where she spent her early years, before moving to Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital territory, where she has now made a mark in the music circle.
I admit that the grass isn't always green, and it gets so lonely. I start to doubt. To meet a wider market, I'm sure that if a lot of people have a chance to hear the kind of music I make, they will fall in love with this as well. So a lot of people probably don't know because they've never met me or heard my music. So this is just an avenue to open that door, give them an opportunity to get in that sound. You know what I'm saying? You will find someone soon. Get up, get dressed, you're going out, you're gonna get him off of your mind. I don't think they tell the truth.
Her career started in the United States, while she obtained 2 degrees in criminology at the Southern University at New Orleans. The big idea was to save the world, but it turns out music is how she's going about it.
I started to play around open mics, bars, acoustic shows and stuff like that. So before I completed my master's, I decided I wanted to do an EP. So I went to the studio, recorded the EP, and moved back to Nigeria because I wanted to see my parents. I hadn't seen them in so long. And when we got here, people started playing the music, and I'm like, this is really, really good. You should really consider pursuing a professional career in music. I was like, I can try. And here we are. Here we are. It's been an uphill climb, steady, if that makes any sense, from one door to the other. And I got to just discover that music is actually a bigger part of me than I thought. Love's become a metaphor for everything but what it should stand for. I'm reminded every time I hear our favorite song of your beautiful words and all those selling points. But I don't want to go through life feeling like I left my heart in Pennsylvania.
Singing, she says, runs in the family. However, the guitar she picked up along the way.
I actually started playing the guitar. I was at the bus stop in the US trying to get a bus to college, and this guy walks by playing the guitar. I'm like, will you teach me? And he just does some kind of shakara, and there's something I hate more in my life, like somebody using something to do shakara for me. So I say, you know what, I will learn guitar. In order to learn guitar, I started to write songs just to remember the chords that I had practiced, and it just became like a natural. I'm like, oh wait, I can actually write songs and they're really good. My mom and my dad, they listen to a lot of music. My elder brother is a really accomplished musician as well, Young T in Dubai. So they always put me on to like music, old school, new school, whatever. So that just kind of, I didn't have a choice, I don't think. New Orleans in a place for a girl like you. You don't eat red beans and you don't sing the blues.
Pennsylvania, the standout track of her debut EP Nowhere Girl, and Ba Damoa of the Free album are 2 tracks that are quickly catching on with her fans in Nigeria and across the world. The song I think that people will identify with the most is actually the specific song in my first EP that I wrote, that even if I wanted to pretend it wasn't about my ex-boyfriend, I couldn't hide it. It's Pennsylvania. Like anywhere in Abuja you go to, probably in other parts of the world, that would be the first song that everybody will identify with. Afterwards, I made an album in 2016 in Abuja Day. And one of the songs on there is called Badama, because it has the whole northern vibe to it, the language. A lot of people can relate to it, and it has this catchy chorus that Nigerians love. So a lot of people can relate to that as well. That EP was actually Hello Ex-Boyfriend. It was a very emotional love letter. I had so much to say and no one to talk to. You know, it sounds cliche, but I had so much to say and nobody to listen. And I just decided to go and make music. I wasn't even thinking about a career. I just had so much to say to my ex-boyfriend. And he wasn't there to listen, so it was a kind of therapy for me to put it in music. And people started hearing and they were like, I can relate. I'm like, oh really? I didn't know, but it was a huge love letter.
Still everybody wants to be like me, for reasons that I cannot see.
Leaving her comfort zone to explore new territories, her trip to Lagos will see her promote a forthcoming collaboration with longtime friend Johnny Drill.
At my mama's feet, because freedom ain't a thing for a runner. You're always running towards.
Right now, of course, still writing songs and steady. A lot of collaborations. Recently, we're working on one with Johnny Drill. You know, a lot of people are requesting for that, and hopefully a lot more when we, sink our feet into Lagos. Another EP is also in the works, but I want to take some time to introduce people that haven't heard my album to just hear it before we release other projects.
'Cause it suits me better and I do what I please. Nobody tells me nothing, 'cause I make no record. But I am always going somewhere.